Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Oh, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, I've been hearing about Thaddeus and Empress Lonnie One Love going at each other for quite some time. And everybody is laughing about it. Everybody think it's a joke. Everybody think it's content. It's not content. These two people might need to have a conversation. That's all I keep saying. They might need to have a conversation. They're both adults. They have an issue with each other. And it is what it is. A shout out to the chat. Empress Line One Love got a problem with Thaddeus, the rabbit over there. Where did this problem stem from? Shout out to the chat. I'm not gonna be up here that long, but I do understand there's other people in the sector that wants them to fight each other. They don't need to fight each other. It's just a miscommunication, a misunderstanding. Want to disagree, and the other person don't want to disagree to agree. Shout out to the chat, because Thaddeus is not no angel. He's not no fucking angel, and neither is Lonnie. Both of these people on these YouTube streets, they doing their thing. They're not bothering nobody. They didn't burn down nobody's house. They didn't steal nobody's money. Shout out to the chat. It is what the fuck it is. Thaddeus got a problem with Lonnie, and Lonnie got a problem with Thaddeus. Can they find a common ground to talk to each other on a neutral platform? A neutral platform. Because them rabbits over there, they don't got no neutral platforms. They don't. They don't. And I don't give a fuck what anybody get mad about, because I know what I see. I know what the fuck I see. She gonna talk her shit. He gonna talk his shit. They are in an argument. They are in a disagreement. Shout out to the chat. I understand. But maybe they might need to talk to each other to figure out what's going on. But nobody else is going to do it. Only my channel going to do it. They can both hit my link at the same time. Shout out to the chat. I don't have no problem with Thaddeus. I don't have no problem with Empress Lonnie One Love. No problem. Not at all. They might need to go on a neutral platform where they can talk to each other. Or maybe they don't think this is a neutral platform. Because me personally, I like both of them. I respect both of them. But I'm hearing some bullshit. I'm hearing some bullshit when other people get involved with the shit. Stay out of their fucking business. Let them talk to each other. Let them talk to each other. Because they the only two that can tell their own story. They're the only two that can say, I disagree with this person with that. Well, I understand this and that. They the only two that can actually say that. Everybody else, stay out of it. Stay the fuck out of it. I'm in it because I like both of them. I'm not choosing no side. See, the rabbits would choose a side. The Quamites would choose a side. The BT 1000 don't choose no side. I'm from Soda Nation. Shout out to the chat. I don't choose no goddamn side. Not one bit. People can laugh and like, Arabia choosing side. No, I don't choose no goddamn side. I choose the right side. Who's talking the real truth? Who's telling the real story? Because Thaddeus, he's a good guy, but he's not He's not God Almighty. He's not. Just another dude on these YouTube streets. Lonnie, she's not the God Almighty. She got a mistake. Everybody got mistakes on these YouTube streets. Everyone has some kind of problem on these YouTube streets. And they seem to pinpoint her like she is the villain. How you a villain? You talking your truth. You telling your story. You giving your opinion of what's going on these YouTube streets. That's what's going on in real life. These other motherfuckers, they don't know what real life really is. They don't know what that fucking is. They don't know what it look like. They don't know what it feel like. They don't do shit but talk shit all day on these YouTube streets. Lonnie got a job. Lonnie got a life outside of YouTube. I don't give a fuck what kind of mistake she made. Yes, me and her had problems in the past, but it's in the fucking past. And I saw some people in the rabbit sector were trying to bring it back up again. Ain't gonna never happen again. Shout out to the chat. Maybe y'all need to go over the Supernova vacation page over there. Y'all be on neutral ground, because I'm a little biased. I'm always going to be a little biased between the both of these people, both of these individuals. I like Thadtus. I respect Thadtus. Yes, I do. Because he had enough nerve to address me and ask me questions. And when me and Lonnie went through our shit, she had enough nerve to say, well, this and that. And Lonnie was very close. Very close. Not as a friend, but she was close in her respect for me or whatever she had for me. Even if we was beefing, she didn't want to beef too deep. She didn't want to argue too deep. Shout out to her. Shout out to the chat. I'm going to talk my story. I'm going to tell what I see was going on these YouTube streets. And I do feel that other people trying to push Lonnie to fight with Thadtus and other people trying to push Thadtus to fight with Lonnie. It's a battle that's not going to be won. It's a war that don't need to happen. Shout out to the chat. That's my opinion. I can't talk about nobody else. I'm talking about my fucking opinion. How I fucking feel. And that's it. Those are not here will catch the playback. I don't give a fuck. Cause sis think he gonna take reins over everything. Cause sis got an issue with Lonnie. Tell what the real issue. Tell her what it really is, sis. Because Lonnie has already done it. Both of you got an issue with each other. Then these other people got an issue with Lonnie. I had an issue with Lonnie a long time ago. Don't have no issue with her. No more. Because Lonnie actually respect what's going on in these YouTube streets. She don't mean nobody no harm. Did she blow down your house? Did she steal any money out of your bank account? No, she didn't. She didn't. Sis didn't do nothing. Neither did Thadtus. But there is an issue on these YouTube streets. Because I remember a few years ago, all of us was rocking together. All of us. All of us was rocking together. Now we're no longer rocking together because we have disagreement. We can't agree to disagree. Yo, that's childish shit. That's childish. Agree to disagree. Argue and move on. Be friends or be enemies, whatever. Cause ain't nobody on this app my friend. Ain't nobody on this app my enemy. Nobody. And I'm older than Lonnie, and I'm older than Thadtus. I'm older than both of those two individuals. I'm older than both of them. And I'm finding very interesting that people in this sector don't want them to have a conversation with each other. Maybe they don't want to have a conversation. Maybe they want to be separated. Maybe they want to disagree all the time. And that's their right to do that. That's their right. But I find it very unfair when people go after Lonnie like that in a disrespectful way. I used to go after Lonnie in a disrespectful way. Let me tell you something. I went to work this morning, walking down where I was walking. Lonnie came into the chat. She listened to what I said. I ain't see none of the rabbits in my chat. Not one rabbit. Not one outlaw. Not none of y'all. Maybe Solar Nation members. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. But I remember going into a certain part of Charleston, South Carolina, and none of the rabbits was in my chat. They want to talk shit about me. They want to laugh about me. They want to make jokes about me in their Discord or whatever they want to do. But anytime I got a problem with Sis or anybody, I can hit their fucking link. If I got a problem with Lonnie, I can hit her fucking link. She can do the same thing. Everyone, my link is always dropped. So anybody got a problem with me or issue, they can hit the fucking link. And Lonnie has no problem hitting my goddamn link. And there's a whole lot of other people don't got no goddamn problem hitting my fucking link. I don't give a fuck who ain't in the fucking chat. They will catch the playback. Like and share the video. Those that are here that are ghost watchers, bush watchers, tree watchers, sky watchers, shout out to the chat. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. One thing I know, when I was walking down there this morning, I only saw a few people in my chat. A few people in my chat. A few people walking with me as I was telling my story. Shout out to the chat. And that's the way it is on these YouTube streets. But when somebody don't like you, somebody disagree with you, it is what it is. That is, he probably don't like the fact that I agree with Lonnie on certain shit. Because Lonnie is not wrong about certain stuff that she talk about. She might do this, she might do. I don't give a fuck about the past. I give a fuck about what happening now. Shout out to the chat. It is what the fuck it is. You backstage, hit the link. I don't want to show you on the stage. Can you hit the link? Let me drop it again. Hold on. You backstage? Okay, let me see. You backstage? Lonnie, you're not backstage. Okay, there you go. All right, there you go.
Hey,
At the
Arabia.
stage.
Hey, Arabia. Hold on real fast. Hey, hold on real fast, Arabia. Hold on.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love hitting my link. And like I said, I don't got a problem with her. And let me tell you something. When I was walking down there in the dangerous spots, let me tell you something. She showed up in the chat. And other people showed up in the chat too. I didn't see not one rabbit. Not one rabbit.
Hey, Arabia.
Shout out to you.
I'm sorry. Soon as I got kind of busy, my son needed something. So, oh
Okay.
yeah. So I see you was live. I jumped on here. What you talking about? But I understand. Listen,
No,
these YouTube streets is crazy. Arabia, you gotta learn how to pay attention to the chat, Arabia.
I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. But
I
Lonnie,
understand.
you know
I
what? Let me
understand
tell you something. Let me tell you something.
you be in your zone, Arabia.
When I was okay, excuse me, ma'am.
Mhm.
I don't mean to cut you with me. When I was walking downtown this morning, I didn't see not one rabbit in the goddamn chat.
What about other days, Arabia? Let's be fair. What about other days?
Nah, no. They never walked
Okay,
with me.
so you saying basically they don't support you, and
They
I
do when they feel froggy to do it, but they don't really support me,
you know what
and
I noticed?
that's cool. That's cool because I'm not a rabbit.
Yeah, I understand
I'm
what you're
not a rabbit.
saying. Yep, and I love when you say I don't mean to cut your wisdom. I like that. I might steal that.
Steal it.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut your wisdom either, Arabia, but I noticed you said them rabbits only support you if you're going at me or Brooklyn Lady Ellie.
They do. Hmm. I see it
Yeah.
plain and
So
clear.
yeah, like Arabia, I can honestly say I cut my support from you far as watching you when you start attacking me and going to the left. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna tap out from Arabia, but I always make my way back
Hmm.
because
That's what we do.
yeah, I really do. You know, I really do support you. You do talk about other things. You know,
And me personally, I think that you and Thaddeus could actually talk.
I
Really.
know it ain't no talking with that. TT is a follower. TT said that for a grown man that he is, he's proud to be part of a group. TT like to come at women, harass women, troll women, and I just don't like his vibe. I don't like his vibe.
I never.
I'm
Okay.
just not I'm just not feeling him. I'm not feeling him. And then when them charges came out, he destroys women property and fuck up women property. But when it come to men fucking up his property and putting hands and feet on him, now he's the victim. I can't get down with stuff like that. I'm sorry.
I feel what you're saying, but I feel like since y'all been beefing with each other,
No, we're not beefing.
you're
I'm
not
not.
beefing.
No, it's no beef, Arabia. I'm addressing the things that just got discovered on YouTube that was displayed. I'm gonna talk about it. Probably, I might do like another video or so, and then I'm going to move on. And then I'm probably going to,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to probably block them. It's no beef, no nothing.
But remember when, okay, remember when we used to go back and forth, okay,
Right.
and that went on for how long? 3 months,
It
I
went on
would
for
think.
it went on for a while. It stopped. It started up back again. But Arabia, at the end of the day, you a female.
Mm. You a female too, but my thing is when I went down, okay, when I was walking downtown, I don't know when you actually came into the chat.
Yeah, I don't know how long you was long in there for. I seen Corey A was in there, and then I was in there, and you was talking, and you was talking about I like how you was talking about different sides of you and are you in South Carolina or North Carolina? Because I get confused.
I'm in South Carolina right now. South Carolina.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so you was talking about the division of South Carolina and everything and the racism and all that stuff, and I what I was writing in the chat, you didn't respond, but you did acknowledge you were saying that some black people do live on a better side, but I was just saying maybe it's an economic divide, not racial, but maybe. But I ain't gonna say, I don't know. I'm not in, South Carolina, but I was saying it might be an economic divide.
Yeah, it is. It is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you
Mhm.
for recognizing that.
Yeah, I can't see the chat. Who's all in the chat, Arabia?
You know what? Let me look. I don't see the chat. I don't see the chat like the way I'm
Okay,
supposed to.
Arabia, because I know you don't pay like when I'm on panels, I really don't pay attention to the chat because I like to talk to the content creator.
Okay.
Unless the content creator is highlighting comments, I would engage.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I don't highlight. I do highlight it, but I don't highlight so much. But what I'm saying is you and Thaddeus been going back and forth for a little bit. I
yeah,
said,
that's
goddamn,
true.
maybe
Yeah,
y'all need to be on.
I would never like that man. He's a follower. He's weak. He's a coward, and he even said he called himself a coward, and he called himself a bitch ass nigga. He's a coward. He's a bitch ass nigga. I would never like him. He's a follower. Um, what made me really dislike him too is when me and another female content creator had a back and forth, and he decides to get involved and be very opinionated about
Mhm.
that, and I thought it just rubbed me the wrong way. It just rubbed me the wrong way.
No, because I
All
never.
for how about this, Arabia? 1 minute. All for that same content creator turned on him, and then he had the same sentiments that I was saying all along about that said content creator. Like I like he just got a lot of feminine ways. He got a lot of feminine ways, and I don't like it. And I'm dead serious, and that's why I call him TT.
I don't call him TT. I call him Thaddeus because
Mhm.
he was able to address me, the BT 1000. I said, oh Lord, wait a minute now, you doing this? And I remember when he did it because he did it because of a true essence. And I was like, okay, I don't give a fuck about all that happened on Vince channel. Shout out to Vince. Vince didn't have to have that going on. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody timed out somebody the other day on Vince's channel, Vince said, stop it. Stop it. Because I don't want nothing going on between this and that and the same bullshit that happened between me and True Essence. That's what he was
Mhm.
trying to say.
Mhm.
And I understood it. And I said, well, it happens. It happens. You can't control your moderators, but I never use my moderators to time out nobody.
Right.
Go in
That's
the
a
chat,
that's
talk
a
your
abuse
shit.
of power. That's an abuse of
Go
power,
going to.
especially yep, especially when Vince say no timing out.
Mm,
You
yeah,
respect Vince and
I
you
do.
respect his channel.
I do.
You can't say that he can't say that for others. Not True Essence and not TT.
Mm. Well, Thaddeus did confront me about the True Essence situation.
And what did he say? I'm kind of. What did he say?
No, but the thing is, he asked me questions, and there was something I said to her. It was very threatening,
Okay,
and he
so
said,
what was it? Because uh TT has he can't he got has no room to correct anybody with all the threatening and stuff he does. So I just wanted to know
"But
what did he
I respected him that much to even
right.
address me." The BT 1000, I've been on here way before any of them other niggas.
Right,
Way
I get
before
it.
any of them.
I get it.
But it's okay. I didn't get mad with him. He wasn't trolling me. He didn't disrespect me. He didn't call me no bitch. He didn't tell me
Yeah,
I
I
need to die
understand what
or
but
nothing like that.
what was said. Do you remember what was said, Arabia? I just want to know what was said.
He said that he felt that what happened between me and her, I took it too far over the top. I was too aggressive with it. I started threatening her, and she acknowledged it. And I don't mean no harm. She did apologize to me. What she did to me in Vince's chat. She did apologize to me 5 times,
Yeah, well,
and she
I can say over time, Arabia, you did get a little cray cray with it.
yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Remember remember when I used to go after
but
remember
your initial reaction was good. But that's okay though. But that's how you get down, Arabia. It is what it is.
I've been doing it for years, but I need to stop doing it. I need to
That's
stop doing
true.
it
That's true.
because when I heard my boys threatening her and all this other bullshit, I got frightened. I got quaking. I said, "What's going on?" I said, I don't want that to happen no more. No more
Yeah.
on these YouTube streets because
Well, at
nobody
least
deserves that."
yeah, Arabia. The thing is that you know we can acknowledge problems, and we know when we go too far. We know when we get there, but how about this? It don't happen overnight, right? It don't happen overnight. So you might can check yourself 2 times, 1 or 2 times. You check yourself. Then something might happen, and you don't check yourself, and you say fuck that. You spaz out. You go off. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. All of this, whatever your triggers are, whatever you go off the deep end with, I can say, Arabia, you can acknowledge it. You do take a responsibility, not like uh TT or these other people. Not one time when you address your problems and you talk about things and you're aware of what you do, you don't talk about other content creators continuously. Like you might say, well, hey, I even though I threatened to grape someone, I didn't grape someone like a biz 101. You don't do them type of things. You stick on yourself and what you need to fix. And I do think that YouTube is an outlet for you, but Arabia, I think that I don't know how you can do it because it's so funny, right?
Mm,
I was watching the Tyler Perry movie Straw, right?
right.
So many people had so many negative things to say about it, but what somebody said in that movie, which was so true, it was a quote they said. I don't know who said it because I can't remember, but somebody said it's expensive to be poor, something of that sort. It's
Mm-hmm.
expensive to be poor.
It is.
So when you don't have the funds and everything to get the just certain things that you need, what I'ma say is Arabia, you come on here. I think it is an outlet. First of all, you are older. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you're older than me.
Yeah,
So you
much
come
older.
from, and what I mean by when I say when people older or whatever, they just come from a different generation of how you was raised, how we was, how you, how your thought process is. You know, just
Mm-hmm.
how you write, how you do everything. Is by generation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel as though that some people, even though you can use YouTube as an outlet and everything, but some things you have to go to a professional.
Professional. Yeah.
And it's fucked up when you don't have the funds or the resources or the time to go see something because you're busy in survival mode. You're waking up
Right.
early in the morning. Yeah, you're waking up early in the morning, walking. I mean, Arabia, you be on your grind. You work. You are in pure survival mode. Working,
Mhm.
taking care of bills, doing what you got to do, and whatever mental shit that's going on in your life or whatever happened, you don't got the time to take off of work. You don't have the time to do whatever the hell you got to do financially to go seek some help for it or clarity of it. And your
Mhm.
outlet is YouTube,
Yeah.
along with a whole bunch of other dysfunctional motherfuckers that need help themselves. And I can even say, like, even for myself, people, you need therapy. But just because, if let's say if I go to therapy or not, that don't mean that it gives me the right to tell you what you need to do. What you know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you.
So that's just how I feel about the situation, Arabia. And everybody mental capacity is different and everything. But I look at you as a strong person. You do have your days where you go off or whatever, but you
Mm-hmm.
you you still holding it together. You still doing what you got to do. You still in your apartment. You in pure survival mode.
Yeah. Right now. Right now. Mm.
And shout out to Jamil Peterson with pure survival. But that's some real shit though. You're in pure survival mode.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I don't see who's in the chat, but I'm talking to Lonnie right now. And Lonnie, you've been knowing me for a little while, and you know how stupid I can get. It's stupid. I'm just like I'm gonna say it just like stupid. But
Yeah,
let me
I
tell you
know.
something.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, because remember a few years ago, I got into a domestic violent situation, and the police they took me to jail. The only reason why they took me to jail that time because they threatened to take her to jail. And she said, "Oh no, I'm putting it all on Arabia." And I said, "Okay, that's fine." And I kept going. I kept going. But Birdman, he was something. He was something serious, and he not here no more. So I have to forget about him. Forget, forget about him. And I need to forget because if I don't, it will be the same thing. 8 years from now, I'll be 60 years old. Please, I can't keep worrying about Birdman or this one and that one. I can't.
Yeah.
It's taking me down. It's taking me down. So, but I am the BT 1000.
Well, Arabia. Only thing I can say is whatever you believe in, you just how about this? Sometimes you just gotta pray. You gotta pray about things, even if you gotta say it out loud. You just gotta pray about things. You just have to keep talking to the universe. You just have to keep on asking for strength. You just gotta ask for it each day, every day. And over time,
It's going to take some time. None can hear me. Uh-oh. Something went wrong. Either on her end or my end, I don't know. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put myself on mute and, Lonnie, she could talk her, or talking speaking points. Cause Lonnie, I don't mean, Lonnie on dropped off. Damn. But shout out to Lonnie, Empress Lonnie, my love over there. She's doing her thing, and we don't agree all the time. We agree to disagree. But I do remember when I was walking downtown today, she was in the chat. And, it is what it is. Shout out to her, shout out to her, and shout out to everyone that comes in my chat. Shout out to everyone. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put myself on mute. Lonnie can come up whenever she want. I got to go to the bathroom. Oh, Lord. This is, yeah, I don't mean no harm. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm back. I'm back on these YouTube streets. I'm back in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she was telling the goddamn truth. I use YouTube as an outlet. I don't need to use YouTube. YouTube is not a hospital. YouTube is not a rehab center. YouTube is not a therapist or office. But I've been using it this long for a couple of years, because I don't have time to go see a therapist. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do it. I gotta go to work early tomorrow morning. They asking us to be there in Daniel Allen, 7 o'clock in the morning. So I already know to call me a cab so I can go down to the office so the carpool lady can pick us up. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And I'm just making my money. I can't sit in my house and pretend there ain't no bills going on. I can't pretend certain things ain't going on. I cannot pretend no more. Birdman is gone. Different people in my life is gone. They are gone. And I can't bring them back. Only thing I can do is be me. Shout out to the chat. But I remember this morning, I was walking downtown and Lonnie was in the chat. And she didn't say nothing bad. She just like, good morning, hello, how are you? Wow. And I was telling the whole world my problems. And I don't need to tell the whole world my goddamn problem. My problem is my problem. Shout out to the chat. I'm not perfect. I'm not God Almighty. I am the BT 1000. I am the Jeeper Creeper on this shit. Lucy the Vampire, the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. And the only thing I say to myself is when I go to work any job, I don't care what it is, I do my best. And the people always ask me to come back, come back, come back, even if I don't want to come back. But I have to come back because I'm trying to support myself. I'm trying to support me. That's what I need to do. I can't tell no other story. I can't tell nobody else what to do. Only thing I can do is tell me what to do. I feel. Well, the link is always dropped. The BT 1000 stream yard link is always dropped. And she did tell some truths about me. I accept it. I accept it because it's a reality. And I do use YouTube like it's a therapy session. We ain't got no therapists over here. We ain't got no social workers over here. We ain't got no doctors over here. We ain't got nothing over here but us. The YouTube streets. That's it. That's it. But I do find enjoyment when people address me. And you might not put me in your title or nothing, but when I see my video being played and my voice, the only thing when I saw what happened between me and True Essence, abuse of moderation power over another moderator, I became so upset. I became angry. I became unhinged. I wanted to hurt that woman. I wanted to hurt her. She didn't do nothing to me but tie me up, 5 minutes? 5 minutes, whatever. I got so angry and upset. And I wasn't really upset with her. It was other things coming behind all that. So people automatically, like, they was laughing, they was thinking it was a joke. Thaddeus, he didn't think it was a joke. He addressed me. He asked me questions. Just like Sis asked me questions. But Sis remember very well when he went live a long time ago, and it was me and the death coach on the stage. And I was getting on her because she was talking about another YouTube creator that I liked. See, that's my problem. If I like you, I'm going to say something. And I need to speak up more, because if I don't speak up, then people going to think it's okay to do it, to disrespect this one, disrespect that. I remember when they was disrespecting Soulfly or another champ somewhere. And Soulfly had went live one time, and I hit the link and I said, Soulfly, please. And everybody was taking it like I was in love with Soulfly. Yeah, no. I like Soulfly. I respect her. And I was trying to tell her, don't go back over there because they're going to disrespect you. Don't go back over there. But she was going over there to protect herself, protect her mental health. Because on this app, people are trying to destroy you psychologically. Psychological things is a weapon. It's part of your mental health. It's a part of your emotional health. It's a part of your spiritual health, your soul health. Shout out to Jack. So when people talk bad about me and I hear it, I shut it off. I shut it off. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl. Yeah, boss. 914 Western County, New York. I'm home. I gotta get ready. Eat me some food. Eat me some. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Empress Lonnie, one love, for hitting the link. She got a life outside of YouTube. But I was thinking in my mind, maybe her and Thaddeus could talk. But it might be beyond my understanding. And I understand. I accept that. I acknowledge it. I can't repair everything that's going wrong in these YouTube streets. Only thing I can do is repair me. Fix me. Fix me. All right? Because I looked at myself this morning. I said, Lord have mercy, Arabia. You gained too much weight. I did not look like that a few years ago. Did not look like that a few years ago. Not with the fatness. I got fat real quick. And other things happen. But it's not nobody's problem. It's my problem. It's my issue. I was just trying to see if these other two people can fix their issue. It's not going to get fixed. Not overnight. They will have to do that on their own time. However way they choose to do it, that's not my business. So I'm going to mind my business. I'm going to stay in my goddamn lane and move on. Cause I'm not a life coach. I'm not a death coach. I am Arabia the BT 1000. I am Arabia Barbosa, 914 Western County, New York. 52 years old. And thinking about going back to New York. Because I'm tired of South Carolina. I am. I am. But I got to fix me. I can't fix nobody else. I can't tell nobody else what to do. I gotta look at me. Me. Arabia, what the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you need to do? Arabia. And I address myself in that way. Arabia, what do you need to do? I need to do X, Y, and Z. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with what's going on these YouTube streets. Not totally good, but I understand. I need to stay in my own lane. I need to mind my own goddamn business. I can't fix everything. I'm not made to fix everything. I like to talk about me more than I like to talk about anybody else. Shout out to the chat. If I make a song about something, I like to sing about me, the BT 1000, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Western County, New York. That's who I like to talk. I like to talk about me more than I like to talk about Sis or Thadtus or Empress Lonnie One Love or anyone else in the sector. I like to talk about me. And a lot of you know I like to talk about me the most. You know that. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. I like to talk about me. I could talk about other people too, but I like to talk about me. Me is the most interesting. I love me. 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 Kuja na mimi kula chakula miji baridi. Nini kuzimu kila wakati. Nini kuzimu kila wakati. A lot of you don't understand what I'm saying. Lo siento, no escuchas mío. But it is what it is. I'm out of here. Thank everyone for coming over. Like and share the video. If you have something to say, next time I go live, you can hit the link. Anyone that has something to say can hit the link. Come up here, talk to me. Nobody else will be allowed to hit the link. Nobody else will be allowed up. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. We got a lot of OG females in this sector. Whether we agree with each other or not, we are all OGs. Ancient ones. We get ready to be ancient in the next, what, year or two? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. But yes, I do use my platform as a therapy session. This is not a mental hospital. This is not a rehab session. This is not NA or AA meeting. Shout out to the chat. Let me get out of here. Shout out to everyone that came over. Those that are not here, listen to the video. Acknowledge what was being said. Like and share. Like and share. That's the only thing I could ask anyone to do. Can't ask you to do anything else. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome night. awesome weekend. I gotta get up early in the morning and get the fuck out of this goddamn apartment. Go down there and get my fucking money. I gotta go all the way to another county almost, get my fucking money. They want us there at 7 o'clock in the morning to leave at 4:30. That means I'm not gonna get back to my home until much later. Shout out to the chat. But that is what I chose to do. I did not plan my life. I did not go to college. I did not go into the military like the way I wanted to. When I got out of Job Corps, I wanted to go into the military. They would not allow me in, even after I passed the written test. They would not let me in. Why? Because of mental health issues. And they stopped letting mental health people come in after the Vietnam War. Shout out to the chat. My grandfather fought in World War II. My uncle Charlie fought in Vietnam War. My cousin Alfred Textor fought in the Vietnam War. They didn't want me to fight in no wars. If I would have went into the military, if nothing was on my mental health record, if I would have went into the military, I would have stayed like 20, 25 years, 30 years. Shout out to the chat. Because the military got a lot of benefits. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. 1.